Hello, my name is Carmen Hendrix. I am a sexual assault survivor. Every 98 seconds, someone is victimized by sexual assault. Unfortunately, on 2 separate occasions, I became a part of that statistic. My story is not an easy one to tell. When I was younger, a child, first grade, I was staying where I was being babysat. I was young, dumb, and naive. Didn't know what anything was because I lived in a home with my mother and my father, who both loved me unconditionally. And he took advantage of that. He did everything to me, from making me walk from school by myself in traffic, to making me walk in puddles, making me walk in the rain without an umbrella, um, putting me outside in the cold, everything that he could to demean me, diminish me as a child, he did it. One of the main things that I can remember from him is when, every time I had to go over there, he would find some type of way to make me have to take off my clothes. So whether or not it was raining, or he would push me in water, or whatever, he would do something where he would have to take off my clothes, and then he would put them in the dryer and make me put them back on before his parents made it home. He did anything that a young child at the age of 7, 8 years old could not understand or go through. And I was terrified of him. He would lock me out of the house and make me beg to come in. I would have to bang on the window, crawl through the window, try to find a way to get in through the backyard. Sometimes I would just have to sit outside in the cold on the swing set. There were several things that he did to me as a child that a child should never have to go through. And I suffered as a result of that. I can't say that it made me promiscuous. It made me very private. I can't say that it made me want to change and go love other people, but I can say that for some reason, even though he threatened me and he hurt me in every way possible, I adored him. And I adored him because I didn't know any better. And I was afraid of him, and I adored him, which was extremely weird. And I never told. In fact, I held on to that for so long that when I finally did tell somebody, I was grown. I held on to it for years. And then I go on to college. And I make friends. And I became the mother goose. I became the person that watched over people, made sure people didn't go off by themselves. And in that, I ended up in a situation where I was trying to protect a friend. I drank a Coke, and the next day I woke up naked on the floor. I went through a lot, and it has affected me in many ways, and I still carry the burden of the pain today. But I hope that my story will help someone, because I never told. And even when I experienced it a second time, I was afraid to tell because I felt like I didn't have any evidence and I didn't know anything. I didn't have any details. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know who to call. And then I was told that the guy's father was the chief of police and that he wouldn't believe me, that this was something that he had done on a regular basis. And so now, if I'm out somewhere or if I go somewhere, you can't hand me anything that's not clear to drink. If I don't get it myself, because 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to allow a stranger to pass me anything. What I want you to take from this story, what I want you to take from me, is that you have to speak up. You have to tell people what's going on with you. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to face your fears. And you have to move on. So when Leah and I decided that we would do this public service announcement so that we can help others, it was not only a way for us to help someone, but it was a way for us to show we are on our way to being completely healed and that we are facing our fears head on. Do I want to give full details and full disclosure about things that have happened to me? No. Do I want to dwell on it? No. Have I had a chance to face my abuser and tell him how I really feel about him? Yes, I did get the opportunity to say what I needed to say about 2 years ago. He reached out to me and I was able to make him see what he did. And I told him that I hope his children, his daughters, never go through what he put me through. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. But what I do wish is that this movement helps somebody come forward, face it, and be okay. I'm unapologetically me because I've decided to be bold. I've decided to be unapologetic about my circumstances. I've written about it. I've talked about it. And now I'm doing a video about it. I can finally say, I forgive you.